There's this song I like so much. It says, "Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old." I love that song so much. So, like in my last video, I I traveled back to my childhood days and upbringing. Today, I want to uh, say something I learned from hanging around kids. I'm talking of children of between 2 to 3 years old. There was this little girl I was around her when she was she was between 2 to 3 years old. So there is this attitude that she had. If you want something from her and you want to command her to hand it over to you, you are just wasting your time, because that will never happen. Maybe you end up collecting it by force, beating her, spanking her because you are stronger. But before you collect it from her hands, the grip of her hand on that thing will be so tight. But then the same girl, if you talk to her gently, like, call her a good girl, please, can you give me this? You are very polite and humble in your approach. She will politely walk to you and hand it over to you. She did this thing a couple of times, and I was forced to learn that it's not always that we use force when we are dealing with our kids. Sometimes all you need, yes, it is very stressful and tiring dealing with kids, but sometimes all you need is just a show of love. You just gently pet the child and then say your command, say what you want, and it will surprise you how the child will humbly and obediently do exactly what you want. So, like I said in my last video, that I wanted to do a video about for kids, especially for parents that have little children, about training them. This is one tip that can help you when you are bringing up your child. It's not always that you shout. Sometimes, I know, like I said, I know it's tiring. It can be very stressful being around kids, but you still have to find a way to just gently take a deep breath and gently talk to these kids out. It will surprise you how they react. And then at the same time, you are inculcating these virtues of love inside them, so that they know that, okay, the world is not just a harsh place, because you are their first role model. Because you see, there is something I want to say. I want to add to this. You notice that no matter how tough a man may be, no matter how strong and stubborn someone may be, for example, be it a gang leader, an armed robber, or somebody that does a lot of things, that is into hard drugs and all those things. You see, he keeps that away from his kids. When he comes home, he's always so loving and calm with his kids. What does that tell you? Because the children see you as their role model. So whatever you do, that is what you are teaching them. Children learn more by what they see us parents do than that which we tell them to do. That's the difference. By the time you start shouting, calling your child names, only if you see how the child mimics you in your absence, it will be shocking to you with among her schoolmates or playmates. If you hide and see what the child is doing, the child is just a replica of you, a duplicate, your own photocopy. So we have to be very mindful. No matter how tired we are, the things that we say to our children, how we approach them means everything, because it's like we're installing the software in them. So we parents, we need to sit up and we need to be deliberate about these things. We need to be very conscious when we are around our kids, especially the ones that are between the age of 0 to 5 or 0 to 9. Whatever we do, they photocopy it and give us back. So if you want your child to be kind to others and loving, you first of all need to speak with the child using a very loving tone. But please don't mix this up with discipline. If a child is wrong, yes, that's when you are harsh and you discipline the child. You can even flog the child. Fine. Not that every small thing you are shouting at the child, you are commanding the child to do this and that. No. If a child is wrong, you can flog the child. Yes, you can frown and flog the child and make the child understand that yes, you don't approve of this character and this behavior. Minus that, you should always try to use a very nice tone, a loving tone when you are addressing or talking to your children.